If you have wondered what makes the LA Baby Show so special, well, this guy right here, Eric Messenger, has definitely got something to say about that.
Are you sure?
I'm hoping that you do.
Okay, so I helped produce the show. And there's a lot to say, but if I had to boil it down to that little bit, it's the grand mix. Like, people come for hours. We always think people come for hours, and the reason is all the things: the products, the seminars, the giveaways, the little baby concerts, the stroller track, and just the whole general vibe of feeling supported on the journey from, pregnancy to new parenthood. It's just, you were out there, right? Like, the vibe is such a happy and appreciative vibe, and that just carries them through.
Vibe is really important because a lot of parents, they feel a little daunted by these kinds of things, and they think, oh, it's too foo-foo for me, or the products are going to be things I don't want. But this is a really relatable kind of event. Was that sort of your intention when you created it that way?
Thank you for asking. I forget all the good points, right? Okay, so what's going on out there that I think is like deep and meaningful is you have a true snapshot of the city. Every demographic, by ethnicity, by salary, and I think that you just hit on the reason why. It's like, we all want to do right by our kids, we all want to learn great stuff, and every single person out there, every vendor, every expert is helpful, and I think people vibe on that.
You're really bringing this unique opportunity to everybody. Experts are here that we may not be able to otherwise hear from or meet with, authors, celebrity moms that inspire us women. John, as far as the LA Baby Show goes, and this is the biggest event in the country like it, nowhere else are you going to find this, but this is your first year here in LA. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
What was the inspiration to bring it to the West Coast? What actually brought you over here?
Yeah, so the New York show's been going on for 6 years. It's a fantastic event. We have a great following. And the people that support that show said, hey, this needs to happen on the West Coast. We need an event in LA. It's a fantastic location. Magic Box here has been just absolutely great. I think as Eric points out, it's an experience. Families are coming down, they're getting education, they're getting a chance to look at different products that they need, and they're having fun. And that's what this whole thing is about. It's about having fun, being educated, and we're delighted to be here in LA.
You know what was really helpful? Actually, so yeah, we started in New York, right? But to do it here and do it right, we've been working with Mom Angeles and SoCal Moms and Club Mommy. And Pump Station and Nursery. We said to LA, hey, we want this to be your show. Like, let's get this right, and everyone jumped in. So there you go.
There you go. And the local celebrities have
Harmony
jumped in.
Harmony,
Pop Your Shop, and Allie. I mean, The Bachelorette. We've got, she's a new mom. We've got all of these local LA moms and celebrities have really come out to support because they know a good thing when they see it. And they wanted to be a part of this.
Now, I have to ask you about the products. There are so many vendors here. How did they find you, and what are some of the things that you feature both here and in New York?
Right. Thank you for asking. So what's happening in the world of baby shopping is that nowadays you both walk into a store, but you also go online, right? And sometimes you do both, and you go in for the store for education, then you go online, and you go online for education, then you go to the store, etc. The world of manufacturers, all the people who make strollers, baby bottles, diapers, they're like, with everyone going this way and that way, we need to meet the consumer. We need to tell our story. So they were like, do this. They basically like, let's do this, and that's really how it is,
Well, gone are the days where it was like, where'd you get that cute stroller? Oh, I found it in a little boutique in New York. You'll never find it. Right. Now, everybody has access to everything, but it's good for them to interact so that they can learn about each other, the consumer as well as the product service creator.
And when you hear it from the vendor, like the person who makes the stuff, like you get the scoop. It's so and that feels really good. And actually, the vendors like talking to customers. They like getting feedback. So it works out both ways.
It's a win-win.
Win-win-win.
And another feel-good feeling that's happening here, and I've got to point that out, as we're standing in front of these, you can see the Good Foundation is here, Moms in Media, also gives back to moms working in the entertainment industry. So that must have been an important component because it's front and center here. It's really important, clearly, for the LA Baby Show. So that must have been an important piece to this.
It is. I mean, there's something inherently positive about this show, right? I mean, it's one of the great things about being in this sector in general. And so our opportunity to leverage what we have here to give back, to extend to things like that. We were at the first Candle Gala earlier this week, and so there's a big component of what we're about that ties directly into that. So it's without question one of the core tenets of what we do.
And can we give them a shout out? So Good Plus Foundation works with low-income families to give them the goods they need, physical and emotional. Cookies for Kids Cancer, amazing group, grassroots, have raised millions of dollars through bake sales everywhere across the country in Europe. And First Candle at the forefront of SIDS education.
So this is a big show. There's a lot going on. 2 full days to experience. It's like when you go to Disneyland, you can't do it all in one day. But when the parents leave here and they've experienced your LA Baby show, what's something that you'd like them to leave with?
There's so much that goes into being a new parent, right? You're a mom of how many? 3. 2. But that first 2 years are both the most ecstatic joys and the deepest challenges. And you're like scared that your whole life is going to be this way, right? The sleepless, right? So if everyone takes away one piece of good information that might help them in the course of this year, then we've done our job.
Confidence, a little bit more confidence, right? A little bit more, hey, I can do this. And I think that Eric, you hit on it. There's so many things here. There's so many different components of this that are just little bits that parents are going to get, be it education on product, be it education on classes, and just interaction with other parents. I mean, there's probably a ton of peer learning that goes on at something like this. And so fostering that environment and that experience is just what the LA Baby Show is all about.
I feel like LA Baby Show is our biggest cheerleader as parents. Thank you so much for being here, for supporting what we do, for helping us out, bringing us all together. We are so happy to be here. LA Baby Show 2016. Woo!